Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in the room. Who all is in here? Greetings as you come in. Let me know that you're in, that you're viewing. Like, share, and let me know where you are watching from. Let me know. I would love to know where you are or what part of the country and all of that. We used to have a few international friends and followers and viewers. But I'm not sure anymore. I haven't heard from them in a little while. Yes. Jared Gerard, I know where you from. He's faithful from the District of Columbia, Shardy Wagner. All right, Flint, Michigan. You all have had a recent loss with City Councilman Eric Mays. Oh wow, I didn't know, was he ill or something? So unfortunate to hear that he passed away. Just really. Really, I don't know what was funnier. I don't know if it was funny because of his antics or that he was serious. He was serious and he was definitely outspoken, and he was really keeping them on their toes in Flint. It still baffles me that we have sent almost $60 billion to Ukraine, and we have people right here in a city in America that does not have clean drinking water and is still having to purchase bottled water. And I don't get it. I don't know why the people of Flint have not come together and raised holy hell as to you all not having drinking water. We can send billions of dollars away to other countries, and especially countries. I'm gonna tell you, I was through with Ukraine when they were not allowing those Africans and those black people to get out of the country. When I found out that they were such a racist country, I was done with that. All right, greetings. You all come on in. I really want to spend a little time discussing Wendy. I want to spend a little time discussing Wendy Williams and this documentary, and just how explosive. I mean, just how everything about it was just horrible. I mean, she looked horrible, almost at points to the degree that her countenance, she doesn't even look like herself. And then her eyes are bulging almost like a cartoon. Are you going to brush her wig before you put her on camera? Are you going to do anything that, and I knew Wendy was thin, But I didn't know. I shouldn't say I didn't know. I just didn't pay attention or realize that she was like a rail. I mean, her little legs and stuff is just like, you know, I mean, little no butt. I mean, and little legs like tree trunks. Just, the whole thing about it, the first segment, or I can't even get myself together. The first part of it was bad. Okay, part one was bad. But the second part was extremely bad. It was extremely bad. I have some of my own theories that I think what has happened or what has transpired. And I'm gonna be honest with you. And I know we keep talking about her family and her, her son and what have you. $100,000 Uber Eats bill is astronomical and absolutely ridiculous. What I believe was happening is I believe that Kevin Jr. was caught between a rock and a hard place. And I believe he was taking or spending some money helping his father. We may not know that, that's just my theory, but I think that it was while he had power of attorney, he was spending hunks and chunks of money, and 9 times out of 10, he, at the pressure of his dad, caught between a rock and a hard place, he was taking some of his mama money. Oh, I believe it. Pam, I believe that he was taking some of his mama money and was taking care of or giving it and helping, thinking that he was helping his dad out. And although he comes off soft-spoken, his hands is not totally innocent and totally clean. And he got the shock of his life when they revoked that power of attorney. And whether we want to say it or not, he helped Usher. I sat and I watched and I was deciphering. First of all, let's just examine it. Wendy has 3 serious health crises going on simultaneously. She got she's whatever that is. I don't know how to pronounce it. Lymphedema, or whatever, that has her legs looking like, and her feet looking like elephants. I mean, and why she would want to take those boots off and show that on you clearly with that. It was just, she's not well. And that, she has that going on. She has, she's definitely delayed. If nothing else, she's, definitely cognitively delayed. It's no, yep. I mean, and just, she'll, if God does not do it, if God does not do it, she'll never be fit for TV again. She'll not in any kind of way or capacity. Her short-term memory is not there. She does not possess any of the things that is required or needed to be able to do a show. All of that keeping up with, she didn't know what the Oscars was. And then the girl Sean need to be taken out back and somebody beat her. I'm not trying to spend anything. Oh, what are you trying to do? First of all, you're trying to make everyone else, well, I haven't seen that. You looking at it. The girl said she didn't even know what the Oscars was, and she was queen of media. Or what they want to call queen of media. And she doesn't know what the Academy Award, what the Oscars is. Then you take her to LA. Well, let's go back. Let's go back to, it's so many elements of it. Something seriously happened during that time that they said she was found in her apartment unresponsive. Okay? Whatever happened to her at that point, she never came back. That's why I was saying, when I was laying hands on my mind, and I told us, I said, lay hands on your head. Lay hands on your head and pray for God to cover your mind, to keep any kind of neurological neurological brain defect, any of that, to cover you from that, cover you. Yeah, just pray and ask God to keep you covered in the blood. This is what. So you have these diseases going on. You got she has she has a very serious thyroid issue. She has a serious thyroid problem. I'm gonna even go further than just the thyroid. I'm looking at those huge boobs that she has. And I'm wondering, is any of that foreign substance that's in her body, is that doing something? Like, I'm looking and evaluating top to bottom the whole thing. And she went in because her family wasn't going to allow her to drink and wasn't going to allow her to do the things that she wanted to do. She went in that courtroom and she told the judge that she wanted her son out. And she's somewhat aware of it. But now y'all got to remember, this documentary that was filmed almost now practically a year ago. So we don't even know how bad of a state she may be in right now. And then I will be the first to say this. Everybody, everyone, can I say it how I feel it from my heart? Greetings. Who's on? Let me know that you're coming in. Let me know that you're coming in and where you coming in from. Let me see. Let me go back and see if I had some people. Okay, Elizabeth says, right. Thank you, Elizabeth. Who else is on here? Robinson, I am praying for God's will to be done regarding all of them. Okay. What does that mean when y'all say y'all praying for the Lord's will to be done? What does that really mean? Because you ain't, let me tell y'all something about prayer. Let me tell you something about God that y'all don't realize. You don't need to pray for his will to be done. He is going to execute his will. Whether you like it, don't like it, whether you agree. And Robinson, I'm not getting on you. I'm just saying when we say that, we get caught up into in this church and religious jargon. Oh, I'm just praying. I'm believing God for his will baby, his will gonna be done. You ain't let me tell you, he gonna move and carry out his will. You ain't got to pray for his will to happen, because it's gonna happen and it's playing out right before our very eyes. So you ain't got to pray for his will. What you need to pray is for you to be prepared for it. First of all, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not praying for Wendy Williams. I'm not praying for nobody that is not some kind of way intricately connected to. That's the kind of person I am. I don't feel she has plenty of money or whatever left that she has of money. And, I'll say this. This whole thing, we get caught up, and I get all of these complaints about the family, especially in these death announcements. Sometimes your family, they mean well, but they may or may not have, they may not have the skill, the ability, and if you're walking around, now let's just be honest, if you're walking around and you're getting up, going to work every day, and yes, Wendy Williams is your sister, and she looks out or whatever, but all of a sudden, because you start becoming her caretaker or her power of attorney, all of a sudden you find out what she has in her bank accounts, and all of a sudden then you go into having access to millions upon millions, and then the person is not in the right state of mind to be able to give any kind of directions or any kind of instructions. That's a slippery slope to be put in. And see, I was looking at her interaction with that bald-headed brother, and I still I haven't forgotten. Y'all, a lot of times y'all forget, but I haven't forgotten about how he came out and talked about or made it, public, and criticized his sister for not going to her mother's funeral. And lack of a better word, I thought that was a little bit deplorable, and then that played out in the media. But I really do believe that, I don't know what, I didn't know her family dynamic. I'm going to say this, and y'all not going to like it. Kevin, yes, he may have been a sleazebag. Yes, he may have had an affair on her. But seemingly, he had her under control. Her ex-husband seems, if she was drinking and, wilding out and doing the stuff that we see displayed in this documentary, he kept her functioning. He helped negotiate that deal. I mean, we may not like it. But I really do believe that the son was helping his dad out. And got busted. And the court made a decision. Wendy went to court and she said she wanted Kevin out. And she wanted her son out. And that was it. And remember, she has been very open about her son and her having a rather strained relationship. See, now Wendy's been open and honest about that, and then that's the other part about this. Everything that we're discussing, everything that we're that's coming before us, she has told us. She has expressed it. She has, shared and been rather forthcoming on the various issues. And so that's one. But she has the thyroid, she has the lymphedema, llama, or whatever, however you say that, and then cognitively, yep, and all of that, every 5 or 10 minutes, yep. Yeah, girl, who are you gonna interview? You can barely get a declarative sentence out. I think, and now that she's got this new diagnosis where she's got the same thing that Bruce Willis, that he has, and they say that just slowly takes away their ability to have any kind of understanding of speech or anything of that sort at all. Okay, Kay says they both was using her for money. No, she has, and her son was the first person to go ahead and say it. She has alcohol-induced dementia. And she may have something going on. She may have something going on with her liver as well. Okay, let's see. What does this say? God desire will be done no matter what, but our faith and confidence. Okay. All right. Well, the girl Sean and, all of these people probably, and it's unfortunate that the people that come in and, if you get around celebs or famous people, pre-scandal, post-scandal is very, very different. Like I used to tell people all of the time, a lot of the trash that got around Eddie Long, you would have never gotten up on him and been around him prior to September 10, September of 2010. Those people would have never. Now now you close and you preaching in New Birth after it's to come out that the man was grooming and screwing teenagers. No, you would have never had that access or that encounter. So, just put it out there, and I mean, it's so. Oh, this is the part. You all, how many of you on here believe that this is some kind of way, or in some shape or form or fashion, God paying Wendy back for being the queen of gossip? How many, just be honest, how many of you believe that I was going through my timeline last night as number 2 was on. I distinctly remember Sean Pennington, and different church people, so quick, to say, and can I just say it like, can I be honest and just say it like it is? Gay church guys, y'all can be dangerous. I mean, like, if you really peel back and, you get around some of the, see, I already know it's something wrong with your mind when you can pull your drawers down and let your pastor screw you, and you still go to the church and jump and jump and shout. And I'm so sick of these praise breaks on social media. Everybody, all these folks jumping up and down with their behinds, with their backs half bent, and they behinds flopping up and down almost like they twerking. I'm so sick of it, I don't know what to do. Okay, so how many people, because I was looking at, and I was like, dude, do you realize what you're saying right now? Like, how many people think, how many of y'all, I mean, just be honest. If you think that Wendy that she is being paid back, or this is God's way of paying her back for the stuff that she is, done. I mean, do y'all really believe that God is sitting and waiting to smite down on? Because, see, if y'all think this is God paying Wendy back, then what did John P. Key do? He laid up flat on his back. They said sick almost unto death. So what did he do, or anybody else that has gotten sick? What did they do that is the reason for them to get ill? I'm just asking, if Wendy is getting payback from God, if this is God's way of paying her back, and you all believe, worship, serve, a God like that? So what did John P. Key do? Who else? Who else is a man or woman of God that's ill? I'm trying to think of another one. The word doesn't address this. The word doesn't address this in that manner. And so when your mama gets sick and your mama get cancer and die, what was God whipping your mama's ass about? People come on Facebook every day. They moms, they dads, somebody in their family got cancer or got some kind of illness. And so when your mama got cancer, what was God whipping your mama's ass about? Huh? So what does the word say? What does the word say? Because see, everybody wants to be so harsh, and then you want grace extended. So Jackie, what's in that instance, what does it say? Anybody in your family get cancer, get sick and die? What were they paying for? Since she's paying a vicious price, what did your mama pay for? Oh, y'all don't like this kind of teaching. Y'all don't like this kind of teaching. Okay, so Jackie, you ain't had nobody in your family get ill. What are the children that are born and have cancer? What are they paying for? Since y'all say sickness and illness. Oh, okay. All right. So everybody in your entire family is fine and healthy. No one has experienced any kind of sickness, illness, ailment, or anything of that sort. Okay, so why, if your grandson passed, then what did he do for the Lord to take him out? See, I don't. When we say stuff like this, when we say reckless stuff like this, then what we have to do before we say it, we need to really evaluate. We need to really evaluate and understand what we're saying and what the magnitude of saying that means. What does that mean? Since y'all think Wendy is being whipped and beat by God, then what sin did John P. Key do? What sin did John do? I'm just asking when you all say these things. So I just think that we should be careful with how we said unfortunately she has a complicated, compounded situation and problem. he has you know, she has the thyroid, she has lymphedema, she had all of these things are going on in her body. Then she was found unresponsive, and she's got, some cognitive, and now that diagnosis of that dementia, and having the same kind of situation that Bruce Willis had. That if God don't do it, it ain't no turn back from that. All right, Teresa, praise God. I understand. So what, in their theory, what did you do that God allowed you to get COVID? So, I just think when we start saying stuff, we should be cognizant of what we're saying. We should be, we should be, we should think things through. We shouldn't just blurt something out there and put it on social media and just be careless. I think we should really think about, okay, what am I saying? And what impact does it have? And what does it imply? And what does it imply about God? What does it imply about the word? And why do bad people and unsaved people, why sometimes they're blessed? Why do it appear that they prosper? Why does it appear as if they're winning, and the saints are losing out? What does it say? Well, you can perceive my platform as messy. You can perceive that how you want. If it wasn't, if these ills and these things wasn't going on in the church, we are in life, period, we wouldn't have anything to talk about. And if you didn't like it and want to follow it, you wouldn't even know. So what is your point of saying something about my platform? What does that have to do with what I'm discussing? And if you want to challenge me, come on, send a request. I'm in the mood for it. What is it? What is it that is supposed to be messy? Oh, so I'm messy for talking about a no good preacher that like to molest children. Oh, okay. So that's not supposed to be discussed. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're implying? That's not supposed to. That's supposed to be quiet and swept under the rug and not exposed. And if it's messy, why you here? Why would you, why you must like mess? I'm not, because I'm certainly not following you. You're following me. So what is it that brings you here? Oh, thank you for my stars. Doreen Bell, thank you. You know, I'm trying to figure out if I'm so messy. See, what it is that it's not that I'm messy. What it is that you all cannot handle, and we as black people and black church people, and then if we get down to the category even more so of black Pentecostal church people, we reverence our leaders. We esteem them too highly. And then that's why you all have a shock when you find out about the possibility of Jake's, when you find out about Eddie Long's, when you find you all Ricky Rush, you all get it rocks your world because you don't want to accept the fact that you have entrusted and believed in a leader that is not, behind closed doors, is nothing what he portrayed himself to be. And because I discuss it, and I discuss it openly so that hopefully no one else will have to endure. You know, no grandparent raising their grandson wants their son turned out. They're not bringing them to church for you, and they're trying to protect them for something in the world, and then you expose them to a whole new set of demons and problems. That's not, you know, that wasn't that wasn't in the deal. That wasn't in the plan. Now little Johnny is messed up, or have a whole nother set of problems that I never would have imagined that he would have had I not entrusted this so-called quote unquote man or woman of God. Y'all stop it. It's not messy. This stuff is truth. I'm tired. I am tired of parents and people coming to me being violated, being manipulated, being screwed and messed over. You got a well-known preacher pastor like a Thomas Dexter Jakes, whose daughter has taken a woman's child and made her sign adoption papers under distress. Y'all have stuff like that going on. It's not a part about what church is supposed to be about. Then y'all want, because I expose it, then y'all want to say, oh, that's messy. All right, y'all. So anyway, I'm going to go on and just say it. Wendy never put qualifiers. Unfortunately, a lot of this stuff we won't know the true answers to until she passes. We won't know the real and serious details. I think this whole manager guy I think he's totally in over his head. He's, not intelligent enough, not well versed enough, and certainly not equipped. And I think that they all jumped on this bandwagon, or Will, the girl that's supposed to be his assistant, and then Sean, who he brought in to do her PR, that they jumped in thinking that they were going to be able to help and get her to some kind of ability to prop her up and be back into, a working state. And that's out. We'll never see Wendy on TV again. Not unless it's like something like this. We'll never see her. She'll never be able to sit down and do Hot Topics, and she doesn't even have the recall. She doesn't even have the quick wit. Yep. Her eyes are literally budging out of her head like a Tom and Jerry, or like a cartoon. The woman practically looks frightening. She looks frightening. I mean, absolutely frightening. And I got so sick of her taking them boots off and showing those. Oh God! I mean, it just haunts me. Those. I mean, her feet look like elephant trunks. So, no. And unfortunately, while her son, he may have had her best interests, or thought he had her best interests at heart, he was rolling through money and doing excessively spending, doing immature things, and they caught it, and you're out. You're out. And just like they say, more and more courts are deciding and making the determination that families should not be over the guardianships, because they may or may not have some level of ulterior motive. And so now you have somebody that comes in, or somebody that is appointed, that, should not, or possibly not have any, ulterior motive at all, that, is handling or dealing with stuff. So anyway, you all, everybody wore their African attire to church yesterday. Well, Brittany's father took it over and initiated it early on. And let me say this, Brittany is crazy. Brittany is crazy. Now, she may be functionally crazy, but she's crazy. You know, she has some very serious mental and emotional issues. All right, let's get into some of these other topics. Simon Guba is again the whole situation. I don't know if I'm saying his last name right, but anyway, the man that Portia married, we're finding more and more that he's not the person that he portrayed himself to be. Private jet company is suing him for $1 million for plane rides that that he could not pay for. I really didn't want to report on this because I really like Cam Newton. Cam Newton was involved in a brawl at a football game. He was involved in a fight at a youth flag football tournament in Atlanta. It was involving several people during the game. He is 34 years old, father of 8. He was not injured. Several cell phone videos have surfaced that show Newton, who is 6'5", in a scuffle with several members of Top Shelf Performance crew. The team that was playing in the tournament. The scuffle started after Newton's 15, after the age 15 and under team won the championship at the event. Cell phone videos showed that several shorter men throwing punches at the NFL star as he was fired back on them. The police and security eventually stepped in to break up the brawl. Newton was, as you can see in the video, was in black, or either black or navy blue. His and you know, he was easily identifiable by the dreads. Okay, so anyway. Okay. All right, sorry about that, you all. Somebody's on here trying to advertise something. Yeah, I just hate it. But it was pretty. It wasn't good. It was pretty bad or unfortunate. I have not watched the Tyler Perry Kelly Rowland movie. I'm getting a lot of mixed reviews. You know, after what was the movie with the girl from I don't know, I can't even think of her name. What was the girl's name that you know, A Fall from Grace. A Fall from Grace, you know, that movie had a few little twists and turns and stuff in it and what have you. So okay, so Elizabeth said that she enjoyed the movie. I did not I didn't even watch to give it the opportunity. Now, you know, Jay-Z and Damian Dash, this feud is serious. So the judge orders for him to sell his shares in this $832,000 judgment that he has against him. And so much to the point where Jay-Z offered him, I think, $1.5 million to purchase them, but he's not interested in selling to Jay-Z. So I don't know what he's gonna do, because he's gonna have to eventually do something. But he certainly doesn't want to sell to Jay-Z. So I don't know what y'all think or what y'all suggest. All right, let me give y'all an update. I hear a lot of people are, everybody, well, I shouldn't say everybody, but a number of people are still discussing the Larry Reid situation, or the situation that Vincent Terrell Hill has come forward with. I maintain my position, and I told y'all that I could not jump on Vincent's bandwagon because I knew what type of person that he really and truly is. And so I think that some people are finding out as they kind of look. If y'all just look into it and what I want y'all to stop doing is let's not just be surface people. Let's look into the matters, and let's look into into the full totality of it. I'm not if a soccer player, those international soccer players, they make a lot of money. So everybody that's talking about the man, y'all listening to Tasha K? You all are really still listening to Tasha K. Like, y'all back there in the back seat, are y'all still listening to Tasha K? Huh? Who is listening and paying attention to anything that Tasha K got to say? Somebody, please. You have admitted in a federal court of law that you are a habitual and pathological liar. And people, for whatever reason, are still listening and paying attention to you. Like it would really need to be, y'all would need to produce some, I guess, back there in the back seat, back in the trunk, y'all listening to Tasha? Y'all listening to Tasha K? The one that lied on Cardi B. Then she said she didn't have no money after she went over there to Africa, and y'all still believe her. Y'all still paying attention to what she got to say. I don't hear nobody. So anyway, I just, I don't know. more so, I think more so now, more so than Vincent. I think, although, no, I don't even think I could stomach sitting across from Vincent to try to do an interview with him. I think initially I would have been interested, but now, to be honest with you, I would be more inclined and want to perhaps maybe sit down with Larry and just ask him about this stuff and, just what is going on. I know Larry is your friend, but okay, Ivory Joe Kelly says, I know that Larry. No, that's not true. No, that's not the case. Larry and I was friends prior to 2018. Then in 2018, I think it was around May or so, I found some stuff out. I reported on it, and then our relationship dismantled from there. So Ivory, you're incorrect for you to say that Larry and I are friends. I, that would not be a correct assessment. Have we communicated? I've communicated with him just like I have communicated with Vincent. When you are a media person. Okay, so Ivory says that this many people are not lying on him. Okay, so technically, he's just promiscuous? Is he just promiscuous and, that upsets or bothers people? That I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying that he's a friend of mine. What I'm saying is anybody that asks me boldly for payment for any kind of interview, I immediately question their level of integrity. Why are you asking for money? Where are the police reports? Why y'all haven't gone to the law? And I understand how we try to pull scripture and we try to say, oh, the Lord used a jackass and what have you. I don't know, sir, when you have somebody that that see, it's a difference when somebody has done something to you and you attempt to get retribution, or you have reason to, perhaps get or seek revenge. But when you have a person that has done totally nothing to you, but just because you don't like them and you have the skill and the ability and the access to try to, destroy them or destroy their career, I mean, that's diabolical. That is diabolical. And then you have to remember, just like And the only reason why he went out and told y'all that he was evicted is because the boy out of South Carolina exposed the eviction papers, talked to the landlord and all of that and put it online. That's the only reason why he come on. He didn't come out with his video saying that he had been evicted out of just, trying to prove. No, he wants to come off as this, what is he calling it? Self space or self, he wants to come off and paint this picture of like being whole and being kind and, doing all of that, y'all, is fake. All of that is fake and all of that is a ploy. The man is lying, he's mean-spirited, he's evil, and he's a very dark person. And, yeah, I believe that the Lord is definitely going to deal with him. And you have to be careful when you're operating like this and when you're operating with people that God's hand is on life. You do not know what is growing in your body. You have no way of knowing. Cancer could be growing on you right now. So, anyway, I got 270 stars. At least let me get 300 stars before I get off of here for a Monday night. Not bad for a Monday night. Was trying to see what else did I need to discuss with y'all or want to he probably won't have to work ever again. CNN looks like they're going to settle with Don Lemon for $24 million for letting him go. And quite naturally, Ray J and Princess are they're getting a divorced again. Yeah, I don't know how I feel. I don't know how I feel about Beyonce and this whole country thing. I really don't. And it almost looks like, it almost seems like she's trying to compete with Taylor Swift. And I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, you're Beyonce, so why are we doing this? What is this all about? Why I don't know. So I don't, I think some of y'all can just be fans and just be blind and, anything just because you like that person. But, no, I certain stuff I just, I'm just not with it. So that's what I got to say about that. Do y'all think Cam would actually, do y'all think Kat would actually open for Nikki? What do y'all think about that? I was just I was wondering, why would she need to copy K Michelle? Because K Michelle knows how to yodel? No. She's copying and competing with Taylor Swift. Who is K Michelle? I mean, that don't even make sense. All right, y'all. I've been on an hour. So I'm going to go on and get off here. I think I've covered everything. I'll be back on tomorrow. Tomorrow is actually an administrative day down at the YSL trial. They'll just be covering motions because it'll be that day of motions that they didn't get to because of the COVID scare. And so it was planned for about a week or two ago and did not happen, so that they are now going to do that, and then we'll resume at 10 o'clock on thank you, Miss Green. Thank you so much. So that we'll resume at 10 o'clock on Wednesday. All right, y'all. So I'm going to jump off of here. I want to thank all of you for tuning in, like, and share my lives. I got some surprise announcements that I'll be making soon, so definitely keep your eyes and ears to the ground. Follow me on all social media platforms, Sir William. Also follow and subscribe to the podcast as well as the blog. The site is up and down right now because we are doing a lot of overhauling and updating and changing it. So it's a lot going on. I got a lot going on, but that's the nature of the business. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much. I couldn't do this without you, all of you, for your, and thank y'all so much for your love, support, and all of that good stuff that y'all show me. And y'all make it worth my while and give me the encouragement and the excitement to keep going. Also, don't forget to, those of you that want to be members of the Obnoxious Street Committee, you hit me in my inboxes and definitely let me know what information. Oh, and those of y'all out of New York, y'all stop hitting me up. Y'all stop hitting me up about it. The man fell out and died. He hit the floor like a redwood tree. It was captured on video, and I shared the video. I mean, why do y'all think that that's disrespectful? Why do y'all think y'all watch all kind of movies and see the news and stuff with people blown up and shot up and all of that? I don't understand why y'all think it's so disrespectful. So, nevertheless, I don't know, but it's good to go back and forth. It's good banter, and it accumulates. It accumulates traffic and makes money. More traffic is always the best. All right. Okay. Y'all take care. I appreciate y'all. Like and share the live.